Hey guys, welcome back to Tools on a Budget. Today we're taking apart these two impact wrenches to see if there's any differences. This is the Gen 1 and this is the Gen 2. Although I don't think it's officially called the Gen 2. It's more like just a rework. So this one had an issue where when you'd use a battery that was a smaller capacity, or even with this one, once it gets like below half charge, it would turn off when it impacts. So I'm guessing they released this one with the difference being this one has a 2 mode, and it appears that it doesn't have that issue anymore. So I want to see if there's anything different when I take it apart. So let's start taking it apart. I already started taking some of these bolts apart, and it's only fitting. I use the Hyper Tough to take the Hyper Tough apart. So that one's off. It doesn't reach all the way in there. Let's see. Got that one. That one. This doesn't have too many bolts. I think it's just like 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it has about 7 bolts on the actual shell, and then 4 on the nose. Okay, so that one's off. Oops. So this is a different size. Give me 1 second. All right, so I got most of the bolts off. They do have a little metal clip here. You can just use any type of screwdriver to pull it off. Let's see. Slides right out. They both do have it. Just a little bit of a. It just helps the clamshell stay together when it's impacting. So let's see. Let's pull it apart. Oh, it has 2. I forgot. Sorry. So it has 1 on each side. This one has 2 as well. Yes. So once you pull these off, it should come apart pretty easily now. First, take off this cone. Actually, got it out. So that tape holds it together. This is the original Gen 1 design. Now let's open the other one. Same thing. It's holding it down. So these look almost nearly identical. Almost the same. Different color capacitor. This one's a Nippon Chemicon style, like the brown, whereas this one's a blue. Looks like they're just using the same mold. So not too many differences there. They probably just added this selector notch to the actual mold. Pretty easy to do, especially for an experienced mold maker. But these motors look almost identical. So let's go ahead and weigh this real quick. Let's turn it on. Let's take off this. Sorry, it's a little stuck. Let's try to get this one off. Oh yeah, these are the sealed design. So I have to open these up. I'll be right back. Alright guys, sorry about that. So I was able to take it apart. All you gotta do is push on the anvil and it'll come right out. Let's see. Put grams. Okay, so this is the original one here. This is just the hammer assembly. Oops. So let's put this on there. 239 grams. Let's see the new one. Take off the anvil. 275 grams. 244. So, oh yeah, you can just tell right away. This is a heavier hammer. So this is where it's probably making up the power for the. So it's probably doing lower RPMs, but more power, but heavier, harder hits. That's probably how they fixed it for the battery drain issue, because it was probably pulling too many amps from the batteries. So they probably lowered the RPM a bit, and they made the hammer bigger, which is funny because it's a bigger hammer and it's a cheaper price. There's the anvil, about 49 grams. Give or take 1 or 2 grams because of the grease. So let me see this one. 46 grams. So the anvils are pretty similar. They are different though. This one's a small stubby and this is a little bit of a longer one, but they weigh about the same. Some weighs a tad bit more. About two, let's say 2 grams more. So they do use a planetary gear set. So it's a planetary ring where it uses. Sorry guys, I was getting a call. So like I was saying, it does use a planetary gear set design. So it kind of helps lower the RPMs a bit so that you're not getting the full output of the motor and just shattering pieces everywhere. But yeah, they both. This one uses a nylon bushing inside. This one also uses one. You can see right there, nylon bushing. Different grease because I did re-grease this one. So it's a little bit of different grease because, like I said, I re-greased that one. But the motor appears to be almost identical. See if we can find some markings on it. Oops. It has no sets of markings anywhere. Huh. See this one. This one does have markings on it. This is a 4815 max 12 volt DC 2023 89. That's probably the build date. Surprising this one doesn't have one. Let's find out. Take it out. The light's stuck on there. I got it. Okay. So absolutely no mark. Oh, there's markings on the bottom of it. So it's kind of hard to see. There's some markings there. Let me see if I can make it out. So it's 4815 2024 715. So it's the same order. Just the build date's different, so nothing new there. Same switch, I think. It's a Geon 1 24 volt 15 amps. This one is a same thing, Geon 1 24 volt 15 amps. Pretty good little switch. Oops, let me see over here. Same exact actuation. The circuit board, some form of a conformal coating on the resistors and transistors and capacitors all over there. So they do coat these so that if you do get some water or oil on them, they don't just instantly die. Circuit board appears to be the exact. Alright guys, so as you can tell, I already put it back together, and I started taking apart the batteries. This here is the old one, and this is a new one here. So the old one used these generic type cells. 2000 milliamp hour. So 2000 times 2 sets of them is 4 amp hours. And then the new one appears to be using what look like the exact same cells. One second, let me look at them. Yeah, they're the exact same cells. So the battery hasn't really changed. So probably all they did was just went ahead and change the dynamics of the motor and how it pulls power from these batteries. Because honestly, the battery looked like a decent battery, but if it's not configured right, where it pulls too much amps for whatever these are rated for, and I'm not sure what these are rated for. I looked up the number and I couldn't find anything online. But so if this pulls more than what they're capable of course it's gonna cut off because you're overheating the batteries. So what they probably did is just went ahead and fixed the electronics of how it pulls, how much amps it pulls and all that. But honestly, they look almost identical. The difference I saw, like I told you guys, was this one has a bigger hammer and a shorter anvil, and this one has a longer anvil and a little bit of a smaller hammer. So what they probably did, like I said, was lower the RPM, but they put more weight behind the hammer, so it's hits similar or maybe even a little bit harder. I will be doing a lag bolt test on these and a couple other tests, and then we'll go with that. I might even I'm thinking of buying like one of those digital torque wrenches, so if I can get a little bit higher numbers on these, because my current torque wrench only maxes out at 250. But yeah, guys, let me know if you guys like this video. Remember, if you guys like this video, don't forget to leave a thumbs up. If you're not subscribed, consider subscribing, and hope you guys enjoy the rest of your weekend and have a good day.